So, hi everyone, I'm Jen, and this is yoga for DIEP Flap. I am going to use a yoga strap today. So, you're welcome to use anything you'd like. You can use a towel or a belt, whatever you can hold in your hand. So, just take a moment and find something that you can hold in your hands. It can be like a hand towel. Most people have a belt lying around. And then, since most of us are at home, you can find, I have a yoga blanket here, but any blanket will do. Just something in case you're on some hard floor or something you'd like to use to cover up later. And then if you have any pillows or anything like that, those are always nice to have. Okay. So I know everyone who's in the class right now. If you're new or out of surgery, just remember that if it doesn't feel right, then we don't do it. But we're going to go ahead and get started, and we'll start sitting. Okay, so I'll go ahead and come down. Don't mind Joy here. She's my cat. I got her kind of when I was in chemo, I think. Yeah, like kind of right after chemo, Joy came into our life. Okay, so I'm just sitting on the edge of a blanket, and I'm just going to slowly allow you all to find your space. And then once you're seated in a comfortable space, you have plenty of room to move your arms. We'll just start to move our bodies around. Take a big breath in and exhale, go around. Inhaling and exhaling some nice little circles here. Good. And now just notice which foot is in front. We're going to switch feet so the opposite foot is forward. But same thing, just focusing on that gentle movement. You're breathing. Few more breaths. Really massaging kind of the low back area as we move. Perfect. And then we'll just gently stretch our necks. So inhale, take the ear to the shoulder and breathe in. And as we exhale, draw that chin down towards the chest. Inhaling on the other side. And exhaling that chin down towards the chest. We'll do one more on each side. Perfect. We're taking our fingers right to the tops of the shoulders, making some smaller circles to start, and then we'll let those circles get a little bit bigger as we go up and around. And maybe there are a few crickle crackles in there, maybe not. And then we'll switch and go the opposite way, up and around. Nice. And then shake out those hands. Perfect. So we'll transition onto all fours. We'll be on our hands and our knees. If you're on any hard wood flooring or tile, you might want to put a little cushion under your knees. I'm on carpet today, so I'm not going to add any cushioning for myself. So the wrists are under our shoulders and our knees are under our hips. And we're just starting by rocking that tail side to side, relaxing the head. And just take a few breaths out of your mouth. Good. And Now we'll come into a gentle cow pose. So the belly drops just a little bit. You might still feel that scar area that's tight. And just pause there for a moment and just feel this nice arching of the low back. Give it a few breaths. Now as we exhale, we're going to round our spine and drop your head. And as we pull the shoulders away from the ears, let yourself take a few breaths here. Good. And we'll move slowly now, inhaling, arching, exhaling, rounding. We'll do 3 more breaths, just really easy. And then maybe there's something in the low back that's talking to us. We'll just move through it gently. No rush at all. Wonderful. Coming into child's pose, take your knees a little wider than your hips, and then sit those hips down towards your heels. Arms can be extended, or you can bend your elbows. Sometimes I like to bend my elbows and just take the forehead down. It just depends on the day, or just let your hands come in front of you. Taking some deep breaths here. Good. I'll slowly come back up towards all fours and tuck the toes under, and you're always welcome to come back into child's pose. We're going to move into downward dog. So take your time, either child's pose or downward dog. Down dog, we lift those hips and press the hips back, just pushing the hands into the ground, relaxing the head. We'll walk those feet forward between the hands so that we're in a nice forward fold. Keep the knees bent and your head relaxed. Now walking the hands up the shins and up the thighs until we come to stand. And I'm just going to come a little closer so you can really see here. Good. And then we're going to grab our strap. So we'll grab our yoga strap or whatever it is that you have as a strap today. And we're going to take the hands onto the strap so that your hands are about shoulder distance apart. Perfect. And we'll just start by activating the shoulders. So we've done this many times in this class, and this is really just about activating the muscles up here so that we can relax the muscles in the shoulders. So as we pull the strap apart, just feel that engagement in your upper back and your shoulders, and then relax and bring it down. Good. So we'll do that 2 more times. So come on up, pull that apart, feel the muscles working there, and then release. Good. 1 more time, coming up and just giving that a little tug. Good. And release. Very nice. Now roll the shoulders and see how they relax a little bit more after that. Perfect. And go the other way. Nice. Okay, now we'll start with our chest opening. So option 1 is to have your hands about shoulder distance apart, palms face away from you. And we'll just start by coming a little bit away from the back, right? So not a huge opener, but just a little bit away from the back. And then maybe we can draw the shoulders back more. So this is not drawing back, and this is opening that chest. So it's a big chest opener for anybody, especially if, for those of us who have been through surgery, it feels like quite a stretch. So see how that feels. Squeeze the upper back for a moment. You're welcome to come out of it if you need a break. If you want more stretch, you're going to lift your arms a little higher and just breathe there. Good. And maybe just taking your head to one side and the other, or tucking your chin to stretch the back of the neck. Nice. Now slowly bring your hands down. Perfect. We're done with the strap for now, so I'm just going to set it down and then roll your wrists one way a few times and then going the other way. Good. Wonderful. Okay, so I'll come back to the top of the mat. Feet are about hip distance apart. As we breathe in, reach the arms straight up, nice and easy, as high as you want to go. And now exhale, bend your knees and come down. Again, we're just going to hang here. If you'd like to interlock your elbows, if that feels nice, you're welcome to do that. Just allow that gravity to pull the torso down. Nice. Now with control, take your hands down and slowly come back towards all fours. We'll wag that tail side to side. And then we'll sit back into our child's pose, take a little break. Good. Now walking our hands off of our mats, go into one direction. Either one is fine. Take a big breath in, and as we breathe out, stretching the side of the back, let your hip go towards opposite heel and rest. Perfect. We'll switch sides, go the other way. Take a big breath in, and then exhale, hips back. Good. From here, we'll come through all fours. And then onto the knees. So now is a good time. I lost my blanket. My Joy's on my blanket, but that's okay because I have carpet. So if you have any knee sensitivity or you'd like to cushion them, now's a good time to put a blanket or even like a long, thin pillow here. I'll go ahead and get us into the pose. So we're tucking our toes under. And the knees are about hip distance apart. Okay, there we go. And now we're taking our thumbs right to the sacrum. The sacrum is that long, hard bone right above your tailbone. Now draw your elbows back, and just like we did earlier, squeeze the upper back and lift your chest. And that is a good stretch there. A couple of you might want to bring your hips forward a little bit. I'm about 4 years out, and I still feel that stretch along the scar area. But it's not pain, it just feels like a stretch. Make sure that you're feeling that stretch and it's nothing more. And then breathe here. No back discomfort. If we feel any discomfort, we come back towards a neutral spine, straight up and down. Perfect. Now untucking our toes, bringing our chest forward, taking the hands back down, and knees go wider this time, and we rock that tail side to side. Good. So today we're going to keep the hands down and find one leg, take that leg straight out to the side. You have your hip, your knee, and your ankle all in the same line, and the bottom of the foot is down. So starting with the hands here, hands on the ground, you'll feel that nice inner thigh stretch, and just breathe. Now working on our balance a little bit, tuck the back toes of the opposite foot Walk your hands towards you and see if you can come on up. Good. So I'm just gonna turn so you can see me. That leg is still extended. Toes tucked here like a little kickstand, and we're just moving the same side, the same leg and same hand, right? That same side comes down, 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 right until we feel that stretch. And we can keep the hand on the hip for now. Next option would be to take the hand to the shoulder or maybe reach up and over. So, right, we've got our options. We've got hand to shoulder, hand to hip, or arm extended. This is a deeper stretch. We even have the option I always tell is to take the hand behind the head. So do whichever one feels best. Wonderful. And now bring those arms back to a T. Perfect. And with control, bending the elbows. Keep your leg extended for balance and take your hands down. And we're back to all fours. So just wag that tail. And take the knees a little wider and sit back into your child's pose and breathe. Wonderful. And we'll come towards all fours and we'll do that same series on the opposite leg. So now I have my opposite leg extended to the side, right? I've got hip, knee, and ankle, and the bottom of the foot is down. Starting to feel the inner thigh, and the hands are here for support. And just breathe here, feel that inner thigh stretching. Good. Now tuck the toes of the leg, the opposite leg, and then slowly walk your hands towards you and come on up. Perfect. So now we are working on our balance a little bit as we move into this side stretch. Same leg, same arm, same side. Just start to gently allow the hand to travel down the leg until we feel this stretch here. Good. Hand can stay to hip, or we can take it to the shoulder, or behind the head, or extend. So do whichever one feels best on this side, right? So I still feel that stretch, that lymph node area where I had 19 nodes out, but it does feel good in my body to stretch it out and just see what works for you. I don't know what you're feeling, so trust yourself and give yourself what you need, okay? And breathe. Very good. So we slowly come back to a T for balance. Perfect. And then very gently hinge forward, hands come down. Untuck the toes. Bring that extended leg back in. Give it a little rock. And then we're going to change our child's pose. The knees go wider, but this time the palms can go together. And maybe we walk the hands away from us, rest the forehead, maybe bend the elbows and breathe. If that's too much, just keep your palms together or any of the other options. Very good. Bring the hands forward, and now we'll slowly move towards all fours, and then we'll come on to our bellies, and I'll show us some modifications for this. So use your forearms for support, extending one leg and the other so that the hips come down, your toenails are down. Option one is the full Sphinx asana, the Sphinx pose, where we have the elbow right under the shoulder. Or if it's too much of a lift, you can always take your elbows forward and that decreases that angle. Okay, so options here, or a little more lifted. We gaze forward and gently press the forearms in, Allow your hips to settle, and this is a gentle stretch for the back. It's also a great back bend for us. It's not too deep, and it does all the work of opening that front body. So just breathe here. If it's on your neck, if you feel anything in your neck, just drop your chin slightly. Neck should feel comfortable. Take a few deep breaths here. Perfect. Now bending your knees gently and walking the hands forward, either forehead down or fist over fist, and forehead on the fist so you don't have as much pressure on the chest. Knees go wider, windshield wiper legs side to side. Nice and easy. Good, then just relax your legs down. Take some deep breaths here. Perfect. We'll take those wrists under our shoulders, keep the knees down, roll the shoulders back so we can gently press up towards all fours, and then wagging that tail. Perfect. So we'll move into some seated poses now. If you like your blanket, you can sit on that. And we are going to use our strap or towel, whatever we have here. And we're starting with our legs extended. So if you have a little bit of blanket under you, it's just gonna lift your hips a little higher, might be more comfortable. Start with your legs extended and we'll work on the feet. Point the toes, flex the feet. Getting that nice mobility there, sitting up tall, and then we'll take it side to side. And from here, we make some circles. And going the other way. Good. Now we'll take our strap or towel, and if it's not long enough, don't worry about it. You'll still get a stretch. Taking that around the bottoms of the feet and sitting up tall. So I'm just gonna wrap my strap in the hands so that I feel nice and long through the arms. Feet are about hip distance apart, not too wide. And just lift your chest and breathe here. Start with kind of this 90-degree angle, see how it feels. And then gently as you exhale, maybe move your chest forward slightly. And maybe not, doesn't matter. See how it feels in the back of your body. Great. Slowly press up. Release your strap for now. And then point and flex again. And go side to side. And we'll make a few circles one way and the other way. Perfect. Moving into a figure 4 stretch to stretch the outsides of the glutes, maybe the hips. Taking your right leg and either just figure 4 the ankle over the shin, or you can move that leg up so that it's off of the knee. Okay, so option 1 is to press your hands in and sit up tall. Maybe lift and lower the leg a few times. The next option would be to bend your extended leg and lift your chest. And that is a much deeper stretch. I like to rock a little side to side. Just feel that hip and that glute stretching. Perfect. Now extend the bottom leg, the other leg, and just give that a little shake to release. And now we'll feel the other side. So opposite leg, same thing. You can go gently over the shin or right above the knee. Maybe stay here or bend that bottom leg and lift your chest. Maybe a little rocking side to side. Perfect. Release that bottom leg and then the figure four leg and just give that a little shake. And now we'll come back to a comfortable seat, just like we started. And just like when we started, moving around gently. Notice if you feel a little bit more relaxed. Maybe your back feels a little better. And you can either keep your legs like this, or you can bring the soles of the feet together. And this is going to be a butterfly, right? And we're just opening the hips a little more here. So option one is cross-legged, option two is butterfly, and we'll move into a twist. So breathe in, lift your arms as high as you want to go today. Inhale, nice and long, and then exhale, go towards either side. Let your hand touch your shin or your ankle, and then twisting, feeling the upper back here. Really nice for the upper back. We'll do the other side, so breathe in, arms come up, and exhale, arms to the other side, and then just twist gently. Breathe. Breathe in, bring the arms up, and breathe out, bring your hands down. Very good. Now we'll windshield wiper the legs seated. So we just bend our knees, take your hands back, and rock those knees side to side. Take the legs a little wider if you'd like. Perfect. Good job, everyone. Good job. We're going to come onto our backs. If you have blankets or pillows or anything you like, eye pillow, socks, jacket, anything you want, bring it close to you so you don't have to get up again. And we will use our strap one more time. Then we'll come on down, knees bent, come onto your back, good, and just rock side to side here, massaging your back. Perfect. Left foot down, hands on the back of your right thigh, and relax your right leg. So option one is to have your left knee bent, sole of the foot down. This is better if you're more recent out of surgery and this area is tighter, okay? Or if you're, you've been extending your leg, you can extend the leg or find somewhere in between. And we're just going to roll that right knee into your chest. Roll it in. Massaging the low back. Good. And now keep that leg, but just roll your foot around, roll it around, spread your toes. Go one way, and then go the other way. Nice. Now set that right foot down, sole of the foot down, bend your left knee if leg was straight. Take your feet a little wider, and then these are windshield wiper legs on our back. So go to one side and the other, and feel that nice little stretch in the hip flexor, that scar area. bringing the feet back to hip distance. Hands go to the back of the left leg. And again, right leg can be knee bent, or you can extend it more and more. See what works for you today. And now we roll that left knee into the chest. Just roll it around gently. A little massage for the hip and the back. And now the foot and the ankle, so roll that foot around one way, spread your toes, and maybe we go the other way. Perfect. Bending both knees again, soles of the feet down, and rock one way and the other, massaging the back and feeling that nice stretch there. We're going to give the legs a little bit of a break now. I like to take my feet about the width of the mat, so wider than the hips, and just let the knees fall in, and this feels really supportive on that low back. We're working our arms, so the arms come straight up. Now think of lifting the shoulder blades up off the mat and pressing them back down. So if you're not sure, you're going to take your hands and try to touch the ceiling. Keep the back of the head down and your mid-back. Your shoulders come up, and now plug them back down. Good. So we're strengthening that shoulder girdle. So lift your arms and then bring them down. We'll just do 2 more. Big lift, shoulders come up, and then shoulders come down. 1 more. Shoulders come up, and then down. Perfect. Right arm over left. Give yourself a big hug, and then just roll your elbows one way a few times. So we're massaging our back now, and then going the opposite way. Good. Now open your arms like big wings. Exhale, take left arm over right, so the opposite arm is on top. Wrap around and roll the elbows a few times, one way and the other. Good. Now open the arms again like big wings. And set your hands down. Very good. Awesome. So now we'll move into our abdominal and our core strengthening, starting with pelvic tilts. I've been saying it, the same thing for years and years in this class. We have $1,000 bill and we put it right underneath our low back. So glue that money under your back, and now think of tucking your pelvis. So pace the low back down. You'll feel that engagement in your lower belly, and then relax back to that gentle arch. So press down, exhale, and relax. And we'll keep moving that way, that tilt and that tuck. You don't have to count, just move and breathe, and I'll let you know when to stop. Good. A few more. Strengthening our core center, strengthening the low back and the lower belly. And one more time, exhale, glue the back down. Inhale, relax, perfect. Take your feet a little wider again and release that, rock side to side. While we're doing that, we'll find our strap. Taking the strap around the bottom of one foot. And again, your opposite leg, you can keep the knee bent, that's totally fine, or you can let it come out a little bit, or maybe all the way down if you're a little further out. And we're starting just by taking the leg and gently bringing the leg straight up to the sky, pulling the toes down towards us, feeling the stretch in the back of the ankle, maybe the calf. Good. And then we'll do a few circles here with the straight leg. Around and around. If your knees bent, that's also great. You're still getting a big stretch. Wonderful. Now if you have the strap on the right foot, take the strap in the right hand and open the right leg to the right until you feel that inner thigh stretch. Hold for a few breaths. And then we'll switch sides, so switch hands. And then as far as you want to go, taking that leg and crossing over the body, keeping the shoulders down. Press your foot into the strap to come up. Good. And now bending both knees so that you can do our little yoga foot switch. Opposite foot is in the strap. Again, just watching the other leg if you want the knee bent or leg straight. And then we start just by bringing that leg towards us, flexing your foot. Feel that stretch in the back of the ankle and the calf, and breathe. And if the strap is around the left foot, the strap goes just in the left hand. So we can open the left leg to the left, feel that inner thigh. Take a few breaths. Remember to take care of that right side. And slowly press the foot in to switch hands. Keep the shoulders down and then let that left leg cross the body as much as it feels good in your back and the outside of the leg. Slowly press in to come up. And then bend those knees. We're done with the strap. You can sit it down. Maybe take a hand on each knee and just roll the knees one way and the other. Very good. So bringing the soles of the feet down. Feet are hip distance apart. We're going to do a few gentle bridges to open up the front body, and then we'll prepare for some rest. Feet are hip distance apart. Tuck your shoulders under your back here so you have a nice stable base, and then take your hands down. And if you have a mat, sometimes it's nice to hold the edges of the mat or just press your hands down. And now we'll gently start to lift our hips. So you'll feel that stretch in the fronts of the legs. You'll feel that scar area a little bit. And don't go too much, but just enough so you feel the stretch. And breathe. We're not too worried about doing huge back bends after deep flap. We're just trying to stretch the front of the body and keep everything safe and open and feeling good. Nice. Now tuck your pelvis under like we did in those pelvic tilts and glue that low back down, come down. Take a few breaths. We're going to do one more like that, okay? Taking our time. And then slowly coming up at your own pace, just until we feel that stretch, and breathe. Now tucking that pelvis under, rolling down gently, gently, gently until we land. And then taking the feet wider, rocking the knees side to side. Good. Now's a good time to gather any pillows or blankets, socks, sweaters. I'm in the San Francisco Bay Area and I'm on the peninsula, and it was like 80 degrees yesterday. I don't know, it's November, but I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, whatever the climate is in your area, you might want more or less. And once you have all your stuff, you can bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big breath in. And then slowly let your legs come down. If you have pillows, it's always nice to put pillows under your knees. That helps your back. If you have a sensitive low back, just keep your knees bent. That's fine. You can cushion your head if you have a little blanket for under your head. And whatever helps you feel good and comfortable for the next few moments. Closing our eyes. We'll do a few deep counting breaths to release anything else that we might be holding on to. So inhale for 4 counts. Inhaling for 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale the breath for 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale the breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. You can take another round on your own if you need to. On that last exhale, let all of the air out. Just let it out, let it out, let it out. And let go. You're home and you're comfortable and you'd like to rest longer, then stay right where you're at. For those of you who are ready to move on, going to slowly deepen our breathing. Wiggle our fingers and toes. Bend our knees gently. Bring the knees in towards the chest. Just roll onto your favorite side for a moment. Pressing that top hand in slowly, coming to a comfortable seat. And if you're comfortable there, just keeping the eyes closed. We'll take our hands onto our very own heart. Feel yourself breathe. Deep breath in, long breath out. And then let's all think of something that we're grateful for. Hold on to that feeling of gratitude always. Hands come to heart center. Thanks for being here, everyone. Namaste.